Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood.
Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A give to Williams, running right. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Going up top. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor.
A 21-yard touchdown run.
And the Chargers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do. And a
battle for it, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. Gets this one to Juszczyk. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, LA. Kyle Juszczyk, 69 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes, My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. And past the 30, down to about the 27. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now it's Watson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson.
And the Chargers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Herbert. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete here.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. This is caught by Williams. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 33.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second and 5 now. Watson being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Arnold. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And some room to maneuver. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
55 rushing yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. On first down, Watson.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Watson's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Faking the give. Now Watson.
And this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 4th down, Watson. And down inside the 15 he goes. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Second and 8.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Jonathan Taylor
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Herbert. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Micah Parsons in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Jonathan Taylor saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Micah Parsons able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Winner go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And some room to run now. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 94 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. Back to Taylor on first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Steps away to his left. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Now a first down throw. Watson eluding the pressure right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Caught on the right side by Adams. Touchdown! Devontae Adams from 17 yards out. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? On Herbert, his 3rd interception. picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but some.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Well, the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw.
There he goes right side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Herbert has it knocked free.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 118 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. First thrown out for the backup, Rodgers. And he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big gain that time for the Chargers. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Buying time to his left. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 40, the 30, The 20. 10. 5. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this would...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. Bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Rodgers to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Rodgers going to throw. Flush to his right. That is caught by Anderson. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 38 yards. And the Chargers are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Herbert off of play action. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A huge play there for Denver. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Watson. They'll roll him out right. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. To the air yet again, Watson. This is caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided.